Hey everybody, this is Zach Does All the Things. We're back in my apartment. I am alone and bored, and I have to fix this lamp. I'm going to be trying to make a DIY lampshade because I can't find anything that fits this, and I can't leave the house. So I'm gonna take some of my old shirts and try to make some cool little fabric-y lampshade. So here's the shirt that I want to use. It's got this dark orange and green thing going on. I think it'd be really nice. I put it up to the lamp before to test it out, and it does a pretty good job of blocking out the light, but still gives it like a cool color change and will direct it enough so that it's still brightening my room upstairs. I gotta figure out how I can take this and turn it into a lampshade. Hangers. I have tons of these because I just went through my closet and got rid of a bunch of old shirts, and I'm going to unbend these and create a wire frame that should serve as the frame for my lampshade, and it should also be able to connect to the lampshade in any way I want to. I just have to bend them into shapes that make sense. I also have a sewing kit so I can sew the shirt onto this bent wire hanger frame, and then my trusty scissors and pliers here so that I can bend it and cut it up and do all sorts of stuff. So step one, gotta cut that shirt up. Now if I'm looking at this, I think I want it to be like a circle that only goes around this far, because this has been a problem trying to get something that connects to this without bumping into any of this other ornate, you can see that stuff going on. So I only want it to be maybe that big. So it'll be long, and I'll have to cut a big rectangle, basically. A big thin rectangle, which I can do from the back of this shirt. Look at that! Oh my gosh, it's actually a pretty good rectangle, huh? That's pretty nice. Ah! Do you think I can do anything with this? My backless flannel? Oh man. I'm definitely finding more usages for this later. I could just wear it. I'll wear it for the rest of the video. No one will know. Except everyone. I can't find the armhole. It's like I'm just wearing a regular shirt, and then oh. When only this part of your body is cold. Sweater vest? Nah. Front vest. Patent pending. This little cloth right here is actually the perfect size to wrap around this kind of this situation. It's gonna look like a tube, like that. I just have to make the wire frame now, I guess. This is going really well. But you know, people say that and then it goes horribly, horribly wrong. So the way I'm handling turning these into what I want them to be, I'm kind of letting them bend into this hemisphere shape. I don't want to do too much to them right now. Maybe I'll turn them into a circle, but I'm just trying to make a sense of how big they could be and then snip off the extra stuff. You can see here that it's crossing over itself, which is fine. I'll probably do that just to get it to wrap around itself. But I'm making a mark. I'm making a mark of how far it goes with the scissors, like right there. Cutting into it pretty deep. I don't want to ruin the scissors. And then I take the pliers and I clamp down on it right there. We'll give it a good twist. See if we can't get it to just snap right off. Boom, just ripped it right off. Now I can kind of twist these guys together, keep them hooked in place. It's not super pretty right now, but I'm just trying to make a baseline that I can move forward from. And I do it again. You can see they're approximately the same size. So that's working for me. Now what's nice is I don't have to make a big wire frame for these. I don't need them to have like a column going through it or anything. Because this is going to sit kind of like this, the weight of the cloth should keep it relatively in place. And I don't mind if it moves around a little bit once it's up there. So I think I'm going to try to give the top one a little connector piece, like a little triangle connector, just so that I can actually place it on top or possibly near to where this connects. So in order to make that centerpiece, I'm going to take this next hanger and bend it all in weird shapes and experiment and see if I can't get it to make something that'll hold everything upright and balanced. I'm very conscious about how far this cloth has to be away from the light bulb, because even though it is not an incandescent light bulb, it is an LED light bulb, it's still producing a lot of heat, and that worries me always. Okay, let me take you up to the lamp to show you what I did my first try. Now, it's certainly not clean, but this is the general idea. I'm going to clean it up more, but I'm going to actually bend it onto the lamp so that it can't come off unless I manually remove it. And then I'm going to sew the fabric on top. And hopefully that'll work. Or it'll go horribly wrong. Step 2, I'm going to take this bottom ring and I'm going to sew on the fabric to the bottom and see if it even fits, because I didn't check. Looks like I gotta cut more of this shirt off. I've got my extra piece, so now I have that, and I have this, and I'm going to sew them onto this one, then connect it to the top part and cut off any excess material. This is the first side I've prepped. You can see I'm just putting it over this curve, and then I'll sew it together like that, and then I'll take the other piece and use it to cover the backside. Then I will connect it to the top and cut off all the extra stuff, yeah. I think it'll work. At this point, whatever. Step 1 complete. I'm going to sew this little piece together, and then I'm going to sew it onto the other piece, and hopefully I'll have a lampshade. Okay, real talk. I was gonna do that. I was going to sew the rest of it, but I've been at it for about 3 hours now, and it's slow, and it's kind of annoying, and it's late now, so I took my trusty stapler, which I'm convinced I can make anything from now, and this is the final product. As you can see, it is there. I stapled together the sides. It's a little off balance because I had to cut off some lengths, and I eyeballed it because that's just what we do here. It actually looks pretty okay. It's a little crumpled, wrinkled, but that's because I ran out of staples. All in all, it doesn't look that bad. From back here, it actually looks like it might be nice. Only thing left to do is test it out, I guess, right? Look at that. I turned the lights off and it's... You know what? This is actually a success. Let me just... 1 second. This might not be the prettiest thing that I've ever made, but who cares, because it does exactly what I want it to do. If you take a look, you can see here it's totally making this really nice kind of oblong lit space right here. It'd be perfect for working underneath, or this goes right next to my bed, so it's perfect. Oh, look at that. It does actually have some cool color stuff happening. You can't really see it on this camera, but that changes the spaces feel really a lot, actually. And it is kind of cool looking. This is a success. This is a success for me. And you know what? I made it with the tools I had and the expertise that I don't. Say what you will. I think I did an okay job. So that's how you make your own lampshade, I guess. You just take some fabrics you can find. If you got a sewing kit or a stapler, you know, be resourceful, and cut it out to the shape you want. Grab some wire hangers and warp those into whatever shape you need, and wrap them up onto your lamp until you think it's safe, I guess. I don't know. I'm stuck in an apartment in New York City. I've never done this before. But I made it, and that's what counts. All right, thank you guys. This has been Zach Does All the Things. We made a lampshade today. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make next. I'm sure it will be something crudely made, but practical. Until then. Also, don't be afraid to check out my music channel. I'll be posting every Sunday and possibly a little bit more because of my isolation. But it's really fun, and it's a place that you can go watch some comedy or other stuff in case you're feeling lonely and bored. So, please.